Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name's Ailey. Thanks for watching. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on this face. I don't know what I'm going to call this video yet, but basically I wanted to do a tutorial on how I do my skin when I want a little bit more coverage, but I want it kind of daytime and it doesn't look like I'm wearing tons and tons and tons of makeup. I haven't done my eyes. I'm going to be doing a tutorial on an eye look next, and I didn't really want to have it done already. I just wanted to show you what I did in this video really. I didn't do my eyebrows, I did them off camera, but essentially I did everything that you can see on my face just now apart from my eyebrows. So really you could kind of throw this on and throw in some mascara and away you go. Or, you know, you could add in an eye look and you could wear it out even. It's my sort of summertime, more full coverage makeup. We are trying to come into the summer months now, so I am hoping that I'm going to keep my tan, not that it's ever going to be real, because there just is not any sunshine in this part of the world. So if you want to see this foundation routine, then just keep watching and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Bye! I'm going to start off today using the Ordinary's High Spreadability Fluid Primer. I do like this primer. I try and use just a tiny wee bit of it and spread it over my entire face. Really, I've not even taken a pea-sized amount. And I'm going to try out this. I actually bought this thinking that it was, I seen it, I can't remember where I got it, I seen it online anyway, and I thought it was like a BB cream. It's actually a blur cream. That's what I get for not reading things properly, but essentially I'm hoping that it'll be a kind of dupe, and I'm just going to take that much for the Benefit Professional, and I'm just going to try this in my T-zone. For foundation, I'm going to use the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, and this is in shade 2. And I'm just applying this with my damp beauty blender. Pretty much the same as usual. For concealer, I'm going to use the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age, the Eraser Eye. I don't know what the proper name for this is. I think it's just the Eraser Eye, but I know that it's called Age Rewind in America, and it's probably called different things in different places, but this is one of my favourite drugstore concealers, and this is actually a brand new one. Looks like I've put quite a lot of concealer on underneath my eyes. But what I tend to do with my foundation is I'll not pull my foundation right up so that the concealer really is kind of the only thing that's underneath my eyes, and it just stops it looking so heavy, because I like using my concealer for highlighting and stuff like that, so I don't want to have like a base of foundation and then more concealer caked on top. If I tend to use quite a high coverage foundation, I always find that my beauty blender dries out on me. So if that happens, I just take my Fix Plus and give it a good spray, because I think if you've got dry skin, then you need to have as much moisture as possible for blending out your under eye concealer. To set my concealer, I'm going to use my By Terry Hydra powder, and I'm just going to grab some of this on this Morphe M528 brush. You don't need much. Because I get quite noticeable expression lines in my forehead, I always take this powder and sort of sweep it back and forth over the top of them, because it's the only powder I find that actually kind of reduces the look of them. All of the other ones just kind of collect in it and make them look even worse. So you can see that it just looks a little bit kind of less noticeable now, and I'll run it down in between my brows. Just take the excess and put it in any sort of kind of T-zone areas or anywhere else that I've put concealer. And for the rest of my face, and because I'm fake tan just now, this actually is quite a good colour for me. I'm going to use the Hello Flawless by Benefit and take just a little powder puff and just dip that in and set the rest of my foundation, or the rest of my face. And after I've done that, just to get rid of any sort of powder that's still sitting on the surface, I'll just take my Morphe MB1 brush and just kind of lightly go over the top, just to kick off any excess powder. And that is how I do my foundation routine. For the sake of the video, I'm gonna just carry on and do like the rest of my face makeup. I won't bother with my eyes, but I'll just do like blush and contour and stuff like that, because a lot of the time when I'm doing my makeup, I find that when you do your foundation, yes, you know, it's natural and flawless, but I always find that when you put your other products on top, that's when you really look more flawless, because you're drawing the eye to different parts of the face and you're not really focusing on the skin. So it kind of can disguise some problematic areas as well. For bronzer, I'm just going to go in with my usual, which is the Bourjois Matte Illusion Bronzer and my Morphe M528 brush. Just warm up. Not that my face really needs warmed up. The camera is washing me out a little bit. I am really tanned. I actually was trying out the Fake Baked Gold. I actually got my mum to spray tan me, which was an experience, but I got that done yesterday, so I'm really bronzed just now. This isn't a colour I would normally go for, but I actually really like it. It just means that none, or not really very many of my foundations match me, which is a bit of a pain in the arse, but never mind. I'm gonna grab Makeupgeek's Cool Fair contour shade, just because I am a little bit darker than usual. Once I've done that, I'll just take my bronzer brush again and smooth it out a little bit. If there's anything that's a little bit sort of messy, I'll take the brush that I set my under eye concealer with and just... For the rest of my face, I normally just hit a small patch just on the side of my temples, because I don't have a really large forehead, so I don't think that I need to contour around to kind of make it look smaller and just elongate my face a little bit. And I always, because I have a really square jawline, I always just kind of hit, I kind of go from my ear down and just hit that little corner there. You can probably see it just kind of comes down. It's really quite square, so I normally just dust on that. It doesn't make a really dramatic difference, but it's just what I'm used to doing. And because I've always had this sort of double chin, I kind of just swirl it round underneath my chin here. I'm going to do my nose contour, or if I'm going to contour my nose, normally I'll just grab a fluffy brush like the Morphe M330, and for this one I'm going to go in the warm porcelain shade, because I don't want this to be too noticeable, and I literally just dust this down the sides of my nose. I don't do it particularly neat or anything like that. I just have quite a wide nose. I think the top of it's fine, but it's just the bottom bit and it kind of turns up a little bit, so I just kind of do two lines and then really sort of blend it out down the sides of my nose. For blush, I'm going to use Frat Boy from the Balm. I absolutely love this blush. I'm grabbing my Morphe G36 brush and just kind of dipping that in. It is quite difficult to get it out of this tiny little pan, but I just sort of dump my brush in it. Then I'm going to grab my Anastasia Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit, and I'm going to pick up a combination of Forever Young and Glow Getter, because these are my two favourites, my two absolute favourites, and because I'm a little bit more bronze, Glow Getter is quite a good one. But I'm just going to hit the high points of my face. Really, I don't take it any further forward than the sort of edge of my pupil. I like to keep it kind of back here. I know some people like to take it right down on their cheek. Really, it's just personal preference. I'll take it up kind of to hit my eyebrow. And then I'll grab it on the tip of the brush. I'll run it down the centre of my nose. Really, I just want a light dusting. Sometimes I'll hit the kind of corners up here, and sometimes if I want a kind of really glowy look, I'll grab my chin. After I've done that, I'm just going to spritz my face with MAC Fix Plus. And if the highlighter kind of overpowers your blush a little bit, you can just sort of go back in and touch your blush up. And there you have it. So that is my sort of natural, flawless makeup look. It doesn't take too long to do. It is really, I mean, if I'm wanting to wear this sort of thing out, I literally will just throw into my eyebrows, mascara, and probably not even a lip gloss, just like a lip balm or something like that, because I don't tend to wear lip glosses. So that's my more full coverage, natural-ish sort of dewy makeup look. I always find if you're going to use any highlighter, but this highlighting palette in particular, if you spritz your face with a setting spray or MAC Fix Plus or something like that, it just sort of melts into your skin. You don't get a stripe at all with it. It just has that sort of glow. And I really like that about it, because I like it to be sort of really natural and almost just like the sun is hitting it, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I am going to do my eyes now, but I'm saving that for another video, so if you don't want to miss that, then do subscribe. If you like this video, then I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Bye!